Hi everyone, it's Adrian Leah. I wanted to make a quick video. I'll probably talk and knit a little bit, but I wanted to show my bread bag. I don't have a loaf to go in it right now. I did make banana bread, but it's on a plate. I took it out of what I baked it in, and then it cooled, and then I put it on a plate. So this is the bread bag. It's a drawstring. I used up majority of the Kool-Aid fabric that I had. It's a fat quarter. I had this sliver left, and I have some yarn. I made it really long, but it's sash yarn, and I was thinking about making an I-cord, but I'm okay with this. And I was also thinking maybe doing more of like or using like a rope, or not one of those rough ones, but just one of those thicker ones. Kind of like this. There's another drawstring bag here that I'm putting the Sariola cardigan in. So this is the Emma Ball one. I love these bags because they're on the larger side and they're drawstring. I do like drawstring bags for knitting because sometimes when I zip up the project bag, um, it hasn't happened often, but sometimes, or occasionally, the project would get caught in the zipper, so I don't usually go for them unless maybe there's like a size difference where I have a small project in a larger bag, or something to where I don't feel like it'll be too um like something that I could put the project in without that happening, most likely. So I did all of it on the sewing machine. I'm happy that I did folded hems throughout the bag, and I did leave more of a seam allowance, and I do like that. I feel like maybe for future projects I might give myself more of a seam allowance. I don't know, the bag, for it not being lined or anything, because I wanted the bread to breathe in the bag. It's cotton. Um, I I felt like it turned out nicely, and the project in here now is the Irdana sweater, and I haven't been knitting for maybe a day or so, just because I finished two quizzes today because I wanted the answers to add to my Quizlet study guide that I make. And they have some free games on there, like if you're not paying for the membership, or I don't know, like a membership. And I like one of the matching games because for some of the questions it's a little awkward to use the other games, especially when you're going to write out stuff, because some of them are, I just put as the answer all of the above, because there is a likely chance that the question will have multiple answers and you could just put all of the above. But the matching game, it shows a bunch of questions. And I also did Book It. Book It is like also a game, like studying site that the school uses. And there are some study ones or like topics. So there were topics on the drugs for this time around. And then there's like the exam that is separate from it where I mean some questions they might ask you what the brand or generic is. Um, but in general it's other things like what we have covered and read. So I am going to be studying a lot for the next couple days. And I'm going to try to take the exam a day early because I can't take the drug test or exam and like I have to take it while I'm there in class because they'll give you a password to access it and they can already see like if you're exiting out of your um, test to do other things. But the quiz, the words are um, 50 words or 50 drugs that we've covered within the last couple weeks. So um, it'll be more of a review. And the exam is a review too, in a way. Um, so I have this, it's a coin purse, it's the Harris Tweed. I've had it for a while. I don't know if I'm going to do this, but the main thing that I like to have in here is my Norwegian thimble. So I don't use it for all my projects, but I do really like the results of using it because um, it is extra reassurance that you're not gonna have like a lumpy bumpy type of color work, although it doesn't usually happen. Um, it's it helps me knit looser because I'm a tight knitter, but tend to I have different tension for each hand, and I usually hold the dominant hands in my left hand when I'm doing the main color in my left hand when I'm doing color work, because that one tends to be the looser hand, although I'm not much of a loose knitter in general. So I do like using it. I did add some yarn to make it a little more snug. It was actually I felt like it was kind of a nice fit in general for a ring. And this is stainless. No, this is sterling silver. And I thought that was really nice. It cost a little more because these things aren't expensive, but I felt like it was nice to have so it's not gonna rust or deteriorate. Um, and for the yarn here, because you're constantly going to be like, um, not too much, but your the ring might move. It did move a little bit when I was working on the color work, so it it's nice. They have other designs too, but this is what I saw in person at the store and um, fit nicely. I like the material, so I got it while I could because a lot of times, like when you see them, I feel like they tend to be on the larger side, just so it kind of, mm, I don't know, because people have different size fingers, but this one, it fit nicely. Then I was kind of thinking, I don't know if I want to take these stitch markers out. These are stitch markers that I have separately from my other stitch markers. Well, I have my main stitch, well, no, not my main one. Well, yeah, I guess. My fun ones in my storage unit, but I don't know where they are. So I'm hoping I still have them. I think I do. Um, because I thought it was going to be in my bag, but I didn't see it in my bag. So I'm hoping it's in my storage unit. Um, but these stitch markers I use for a lot of times like making the sleeves because they come with so many. And I mean, they're colored in case you want colored for whatever reason. So I'm almost done with this sleeve. I haven't been working on it as much because I was working on this project, the Jordana, because I got really excited. I wanted to get past the shaping of the neckline. I'm still doing increases to make it go like that, but now it's just using the chart in this part of the um, project. So it's at a good spot for me, and I like using the Norwegian thimble for this one. So this is what it is. Like, I don't know if it shows up too much on video. It shows up in real life, but it's not like too in your face. But it's obvious that they're not the same color, and you don't have to like look at it too hard to ask yourself if they're like different colors. Like, for sure they're different colors. I feel like this would be such a fun sweater to have. And I was kind of trying to get the Sariola at a good spot too because um, I don't have enough yarn for it. And that's another thing. I was kind of like, well, sad. But that's because, well, I got the yarn on sale and would like to, I would like it to be full size. So that would be another hank of yarn. So at some point I'm gonna do that. It's just expensive and the yarn is super nice. I'm not saying it's not worth the price. I just don't really buy yarn at that price point. And I did want to make my own project bag because this one was fun to make. I was looking at the books at the bookstore like a couple weeks ago. I don't usually go to the bookstore, but they had some quilting books, and you could see this online too. But I thought it would be cool to do the, I don't know if you call them half squares. I'm sure they have like a specific name, but I don't know what the name is. and you make like, what you call it, geometric patterns with the colors. I wanted to do the two colors. I wanted to do the blue and yellow. I wanted this one and the yellow that goes with this. At some point, I'm gonna have to get more, but I haven't been doing the wonky houses because I have been just doing as much as I can with the sewing projects. I think that it's fun and it's nice. I like having practical hobbies, so I do enjoy making things that would be useful for me. Um, there's different shapes that you could do. I do like the quilted star. There's probably a name for it too. But I also like how the triangles kind of fan out. You could do a triangle. Um, I don't know what to call it because I don't see it pop up on Google. Is it Patrick? Um, blah. Well, there's one that says star. I mean, having a star would be nice. So that's like a star. But this is also different types of like star patterns, and you're putting together shapes. So let's start build blocks. That's kind of fun. It's like it kind of reminds me of like the sun or like a flower. It might be a flower actually. Screenshot that. I don't know what we call it. Triangles? Half triangles? Okay, so the one that I was thinking of, like it fanned out, and it's using it's using triangles or like half squares, but I'm not seeing it. But like a diamond? I'll have to find it. Or like go to the book, not bookstore, well, yeah, the bookstore to surprise me because I don't go to the bookstore often. Oh, kind of like, well, kind of like this, like that, and and then but I'll use like two colors instead of the multicolor, or it is multicolored, but just two. This one's fun too. They're like now different shapes. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about. If not, maybe I'll do a star because I haven't done a star for like the other wonky houses because I was like thinking, should I do a segment of like a stars on whatever I'm making. So do a couple of rounds. I had to go, well, my parents are going to the airport, so I'm gonna bring the car back on Tuesday night. I had to start the starter today because it's Sunday. I'm filming after midnight, and um, then prepare the cinnamon sourdough rolls on Monday because it's gonna be the proof on Sunday to Monday. Be the starter will be ready on Monday. I'm gonna actually put the ingredients together Monday, but it has the proof again like 8 hours to overnight. So there's a chance I might just do it Tuesday for like the baking, and then Wednesday it'll be ready to go. And the sourdough like keeps its mm, like it stays like soft and moist. So I did banana bread yesterday, and I'm happy with it. It tastes like traditional banana bread. I did go off of a recipe, but I used some of the Splenda that my dad uses. Because, like, I don't know, sometimes he asks me if I used it, and I'm like, no. And I don't know if it's meaning, like, he doesn't want me to use it or he wants me to use it. So I just, like, split them out of regular sugar and Splenda, and I put it in there. And then, I put the I didn't put as much butter in because I didn't have a lot of butter left. I was actually going to go to Costco with my parents today to get the butter, and other supplies for the next couple of months, or when they're not here. I have a little bit of butter left, but I would also use the butter for the cinnamon rolls. And um, where's I going with that? With the butter. Oh, and so to compensate, I added coconut oil, and the type of coconut oil there that is here, there is going to be some coconut taste. It depends. Um, but when I tasted the batter, I know like there's eggs in it, but I tasted it and I like eating the batter before I cook it. I I really liked it, and it gave like a nice complexity to the flavor, and it wasn't so overbearingly coconut. And I don't mind the taste of coconut, but coconut is such a distinct flavor that sometimes you're just like, if you could have the choice of not having the coconut flavor, you would, there's a chance you might not want that. Um, and then after I baked it, it tasted just like um, banana bread. It actually looks really nice. So I am actually really happy about it. My dad might eat more of it than me. I do enjoy banana bread. I don't eat it often, though. And when we go to Costco, I could get walnuts to make baklava because my mom was using Phyllo or Phyllo. Sorry if I know. Well, I said it two different ways, so hopefully one of the ways is correct. Uh, she bought extra. No, that's attached to my head. So she bought extra phyllo, and I want to make baklava with it. And I wrote it down to get walnuts and not pecans because knowing me, I feel like which one. And then I'll look it up, and then um, still, because that happened like for one vegetable that I was trying to make something out of a couple years ago. I kept getting the wrong vegetable. Like I kept like mixing it up with another vegetable. Um, but it's fine. And then they also, I heard online, well, I looked it up, that they have Dutch ovens there. I'll see, like, the size and what, like, I think it would probably be a set. Because honestly, I would just want, like, one of them. I would say I have a lot of hobby stuff, like what I enjoy doing. I have I have a good amount of clothes. It might be a little more than what people think because I wear the same clothes like 5 times in a row before I switch outfits, but I also don't really go out, and um I guess it depends on the situation. I don't really sweat a lot either. So it's like not like technically a good thing, but um and then I have a lot of kitchen stuff. Like I love buying stuff for the kitchen, and my storage unit. There's a giant box of kitchen supplies. I chose, like, if I really had to choose which plates I would take with me, it would probably be like the fine china ones because I mean, some of them are some of them are a little chipped, but overall, um, majority of them are there and they're intact. It's from my old home, like the home I spent a lot of years in, and it's been this long, and they still are with me, so I would probably keep them because for the most part, I mean they've held up really well because I've had different plates and such that have come and gone. Um, I used to do this thing like when I got my first apartment where I would thrift the plates and I thought it would be fun like, oh, let me like get like one different type of plate. And honestly, like if you try stacking them in your cabinet, sorry, it's itchy. If you try stacking it in your cabinet, it's like all over the place. So I kind of was like, okay, let me just try to not do that. But I like to get different mugs and stuff. But I like to if I do, I feel like having two of something is nice, like in general, to have two of them. Um, Cups I'm a little more lenient on because I have some fun cups, but they're mainly I feel like they have like a folk inspo to them. I just feel like my hair is so emo in all the phases of my life. Certainly. And I thought like maybe I should put some of the OG songs. I added one cover song to the mainly alternative and punk song playlist that I honestly was like, I'm not saying I didn't want those songs to be part of the playlist because they are like the ones that people tend to listen to, but I didn't want it to be like that the main incentive of the playlist to just put those types of songs. And I kind of wanted to put other songs there that maybe some people would think, oh, I've never heard this one before. But now I think I'm maybe adding some of the other ones that people know. And I still get like on and off. Like I'm trying to get, oh yeah, because the last interview was kind of like, honestly, a little irritating for me because it was, I know like sometimes I apply for stuff that I don't have experience in, but for the interview, like the post said part-time, and I referenced that saying like, oh, it's nice that like, because I'm actually looking for a part-time position. And then the person interviewing was like, it's actually a full-time position. Can you do that? I'm like, what? What are you talking about? So, you know, because it's going to be nearing the time where I'm going to have to do an externship. and that's going to be a lot of hours. So I prefer to, if I am gonna go to get a job, like do like something part time because of that too. And I can't transfer like state hours, like from my last job in another state. But I did see a cardigan. Well, no, I have the pattern. I've had the pattern for a while, and I showed it in the other video. Now, I don't know why I didn't do this before, but I can literally sew at the other tape, like at the sewing table, because like that's where the sewing machine is, my other sewing machine, and I could just like turn the camera or the laptop to show the sewing machine, but because you can't see the sewing machine that I'm using here. Oh, and I did like I have like a shirt that I've worn over the years, and I just not uncovered it. It's been with me, but I wear the same outfits, like I said, and I took it out the other day, and I never put it back. I'm gonna have to clear some stuff in my room. I was thinking about doing a reading at some point. And it'll be a Ukrainian reading. It's not going to be like with the stuff happening in the US. And of course, there's stuff happening in the US, but something's just telling me to just focus on the Ukrainian readings, and that's what I'm going to do. Oh, at some point, I'm going to do the other readings for some people in class, but I was also thinking because one person was saying that she loves bread and she wants to make bread. So I'm thinking I could, since my starter is active now, I can give her some of my active starter so she doesn't have to like start from the beginning of like kind of bringing it to life in a way. So that could be something, and then if she wants, she could just have it indefinitely. I mean, not like I'm gonna take it back, but like have it in the fridge and maybe feed it once a week, and then that's your starter for life. You could literally use it for life. Or if she wants, I could just help her make one from scratch. And I'll show the shirt. I also have a picture of it too. Like I was wearing it when I first moved into my last apartment. Let me see where I'm at. I don't think I have like maybe a couple more inches to go. Yeah. Sad. I do have a couple more inches to go, but It's like around this much more to go for this sleeve, and I keep like looking at my yarn just dwindling. Like I'm gonna get the shirt. I don't know, I thought I like printed a picture, but this is the shirt. I love it because it it smells nice. Because it tapers. I tend to like this thing that happens. Dresses that or shirts that like remind me of leaves. So, uh, I was thinking. No, I don't think I put it in the album yet. I was supposed to put that album together, then I forgot about it, and it like in my head it like pops up, and then well, because there's something that I wanted to organize with it, and I just didn't do it. Um, okay, no. It's on my phone. But maybe I didn't. I guess I didn't. But I like the dress that I fixed the other time. This is that dress. Um, so I don't know. I get well. I don't see it, so I guess I didn't upload it. It's on my phone. Maybe I could just show it off. It's towards the beginning. Sorry, maybe I should just pause it because I'm literally just like looking down and not showing anything. Well, this one is a picture of the dress, or not the dress, that shirt that I just showed. That's it. I mean, it's um a little on the longer side, like it's past my hips. Well, and then it tapers, so it is kind of long, but I don't know. It's like there's a glare, but maybe. Maybe I'll stop the video and I'll do more studying. Go to Costco and stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in another video. Bye.